Hey everybody, blessings. Thank you for clicking on this video. Hope that this video meets you well. I'm Letitia, 42-year-old, millennial mom of 5 children. I am an immigrant living in the US. I am an infj empath, an idealist, a progressive, agnostic, infj empath. Did I say that already? New Earth Messenger, Lightworker, and energy reader, and so many different things. I share all that to let you know where I'm coming from, where my perspective comes from. And today I am recording another unplanned video. It's one of those times where I feel the urge to click record. I have things to do, but I am feeling the feels. I am feeling the emotions of the moment, and I wanted to record a video to document this moment, the process, what I'm feeling and what I'm observing, and just document this moment for historical purposes, for documentation purposes, like a journal, like a public YouTube journal. If we get to the point where we get to the other side of this moment and we're able to kind of process what has happened. So right now I have hot water, a cup of hot water in my teacup that I bought this year that says practice mindfulness and breathe. And usually I would make my tea up front, but I decided I'm going to make my tea on in this video. So this is the tea bag that I'm using. It is Haley's Calm Tea with ashwagandha. It's a honey lavender tea, and the only place that I've ever seen this tea is on Instagram. Is on Amazon, and I dropped the tea bag. The only place that I've ever seen this is on Amazon. So I'm gonna put my tea bag in, and what I like about this tea also is it has positive quotes on the, whatever you call this part, on the label thing, and this says, you learn more from failure than from success. Unknown. And I've read all the quotes already because they haven't changed. They're all the same all the time. So I've read all the quotes on the tea bags, but I have positive quotes to remind you of stuff. Putting in my sweetener, and I'm gonna make myself a cup of calm tea because honestly, at the moment I am just feeling my feels. Like I said, this is the closest thing to anger that I feel sometimes. Sometimes I feel sick to my stomach and I feel angry, but I never get the the kind of anger that I never get like the big blowout, like inside out anger where there's fire coming off of the top of your head. I never get. This is the closest thing to angry that I get. And when I get this kind of angry, when I feel these feels, I feel tight in my chest, and at the moment I feel sick to my stomach. And what is making me feel this way? It is hard not to notice what is going on. It is really hard not to notice what is going on. I had made a note of 2 video ideas that I wanted to post, that I wanted to work on. I wanted to plan them and work on them a little bit better, a little bit more structure, and I had wrote them down. One was the audacity of the Trump regime, the audacity of the Trump regime, That was the title. And then the other video I wrote down the title for was I'm awake, now what? So this video may be a precursor to what those videos are going to entail if I ever end up doing them, because a lot of my videos are just random and unplanned and are in the moment. And I just, because the way how I live, I can't always plan these things. I have to just go with it because life keeps moving, things keep happening, and I have to capture the moments as it comes to me, because by the time I record this video, more moments would have happened, more things would have happened. There will be more to talk about. Life would have moved forward and moved on, and there will be more. By the time I get around to posting this will be irrelevant. So that's why I say my videos are for documentation purposes, because I just cannot keep up with the times. I can't. And I know that if you are a consistent watcher of my videos, you would have heard me say that many, many times. If you are a consistent watcher of my videos, you would realize that a lot of the things I say, I repeat. And I say certain things over and over and over again, because it's what's on my heart. It is the moment that I'm in. It is where my thoughts are. And, even though you might be somebody who watches me consistently, there are many people who may be discovering what I have to say for the first time. So I repeat. My channel is Atisha Learns Life. That's another thing that I can continually repeat. My channel is Atisha Learns Life, and the whole purpose of this channel is authenticity. It is observation, it is truth, it is lessons, it is discoveries, it is what I've learned, what I'm doing, how I understand things, what I'm feeling, what I'm observing. It is all about me, which is why I give you a little bio every time I do most of my videos, because it's all about me. It is about the internal to the external. It is about how the internal me is adapting and being and becoming while living in the external world. I live in the external world, but I'm a world of my own. I am here, I am becoming, I am me, I am Letitia. I am living, I'm learning, I'm understanding, I'm processing, and I'm watching. So, the audacity of the Trump regime. Let's take a moment to think about where we are right now. We have reached a stage where the articles, the headlines that are coming up, is Trump openly considering ways in which he could run for a third term. When I saw that, it did not shock me, it did not anger me. It was like, of course, and I swiped. I didn't read the damn articles, because he told us. He told us. He didn't keep it a secret, his intentions. Many people, for some reason, lacked the imagination and the belief and the ability to understand that what they were dealing with when they were dealing with Trump. Many were blind, many were fooled, many believed, and that ties into the other video title that I have. I'm awake. Now what? I'm awake, meaning I am the little boy in the crowd, or the little kid in the crowd, looking at this naked emperor and looking around at all the adults gawing and gawking, what's the words, and freaking out and pretending that they see beautiful robes. And I'm looking and I'm like, huh? He's naked. And I've been like that for years. I've been seeing the naked emperor for years. I am astonished. I am bewildered. I am mind blown. I am baffled. I am kerfuffled. Whatever. I am in shock and awe. I don't know if shock is the right word, but I'm in awe and shock and whatever the words are, that we are here. That we are here. I am awake. Now what? What do I do with that? You know, I work very, very hard and I'm going to do something that I do regularly in my videos. I'm going to show you my card, this tarot card. As a person that doesn't read tarot but really, really appreciates this image. I do my best to protect my light. You know what is so confusing about this moment? Is that I'm still dreaming. I'm not afraid. I'm still dreaming. I'm still feeling as though the future is mine, and it is beautiful, and it is. I still see the vision for something way opposite and way different than what is going on right now. I can see it, and I believe it, and I remember it, and I believe in it. I see it. Why am I here? Why am I still here? Why am I still in America? I don't know. Why haven't I panicked and run? Why did I leave? Why did I get my family out of this mess before it's too late? I don't know. Because my faith and my intuition tells me to stay put. But the more you watch the madness, the more you wonder how far they're gonna go. And my answer to that is, without a doubt, as far as they can. As far as they get away with it. So how do you defeat them? How do you defeat them? How does an ordinary person defeat them? I always say it's our lights that will defeat them. But enough people got to turn on those lights first. Enough people have to change their mindset and have to set their mind on the world they want to live in and the future they want. They have to become more enlightened. They also have to wake up. They also have to wake up. So when I think about I'm awake, now what? I'm thinking, am I doomed to be just another one of those people who is awake and enlightened in a world of unenlightened people, in a world of blind people, in a world where the noise is deafening and the ignorance is deafening and the stupidity is deafening and the cowardice is deafening and the blind and the cruelty is deafening and the hate is deafening and the ugliness is deafening and the death is deafening. The death. Like I saw an article this morning. I didn't read it, but I saw the headline about I think the number was 15 humanitarian aid workers killed. Is it 15? Killed by Israel. It's from I saw it on Democracy Now. Their YouTube a YouTube post. Let me look. Hold a sec. 15 aid workers found shot dead in Gaza. The recovered bodies include 8 medics who were killed when Israel forces opened fire on their vehicles near Rafah last week, says the Palestine Red Crescent Society. The Palestine Red Crescent Society has recovered the bodies of 15 emergency workers, including 8 medics with the Red Crescent who were killed in Israeli who were killed when Israeli forces opened fire on their vehicles near Rafah last week. I saw yesterday a post somebody shared on Blue Sky or somewhere, a post about something that Vladimir Putin said, apparently. I don't know if this is true or not, but, Vladimir Putin is openly talking about, Trump getting Canada and Greenland and somewhere else, and him getting, I don't know. A post along those lines, you know. Let me see if I can find that, because I don't want to give bad information. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, I can't find it. So I don't have the accurate information. But I could tell you that it wasn't good stuff. It wasn't good stuff. Then there was this thing that I saw that I haven't mentioned in videos that I record, so this is the first time I'm mentioning it, I think. But with the dog killing lady who wrote about her executing her dog in her book, her memoir, whatever stupid book it was. She killed her dog for being a nuisance, really. Killed him in like some sort of ditch or something. Shot the dog in the head or something. The dog killing lady, Christy Nome, who is now secretary of some crap. I don't know. Homeland Security or something. I don't know, because honestly, guys, I'm not following this stuff closely because it has gotten so goddamn out of control and so crazy to the point that I'm not allowing it to consume me and to kill me and to drown me in its dark, stupid, ridiculous, awful, evil, cruel nonsense. I'm just not. So I am lightly informed and not informed on all the details about everything. But I saw this recording on Blue Slate last week or something, where Christy Nome was standing in front of a prison, an open prison. I don't know what to call it. A cage. What do you call it? Cell, right? Or over a prison cell with men with tattoos and shaved heads and stuff. And she was recording, and I don't know what she was saying because I didn't turn on the sound, but the image just was so familiar. And then somebody turned it into like some sort of meme or some sort of doctored image where instead of who was really behind her, the cells and the prisoners and in cells, people that did, anyway. Somebody doctored the image and put her in front of this black and white image with people in the Holocaust cells, and we have come to a very dangerous moment. Fascism is here, and a lot of dark and a lot of ugly is coming to the surface. A lot of dark and a lot of ugly is coming to the surface. And I have no idea how we're going to get out of this mess. I really don't. I wonder. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. The only thing I know is what's happening inside my soul and inside my life. I know that for the most part, I feel as though I have a purpose and a focus and something to focus my mind and my energy on. I feel as though I have a job to do. But I got to tell you that watching some of this stuff play out is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely terrifying. for lack of better words, I don't know why I said terrifying, because I am not terrified. I'm not scared one bit. But logistically, it is scary. Logistically thinking, it is scary. I don't know where the story is going. I don't know where the story is going. Right now, I'm seeing that Elon Musk is up to the same old tricks of trying to buy election again, doing the same thing that worked the last time, buying votes, putting money into the Wisconsin elections. So we got a situation where we got corruption, continue cheating, continue law breaking, and nobody holding any of these people responsible. And then the leaders of the Democratic Party, the people who were the leaders of the Democratic Party, I don't know where I don't know where they at. I don't know where they're at. You know, when I see these emails that say Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, I see an email from Joe Biden, obviously with his name, but not literally from Joe Biden. I can't even open those damn things. I'm not angry at these people. I am just confused. I am just confused. You know, I ain't angry at anybody. I'm watching. I'm watching and seeing how this play out, because this is absolute craziness. This is madness. These times are ridiculous. I'm awake. Now what? Thanks for watching, y'all.